everyone, this is Afsha, English teacher at Elizabeth High School and Junior College. Welcome back to my class. Today we are going to deal with the part C of our unit 6 of class 8, and the theme of our unit is art and culture, and the name of our lesson is Maestro with a mission. As we all know that our theme is art and culture, so this lesson is also related to that only. The 18-year-old lad, a dropout from the school, left his house with just 2 rupees in order to realize a dream. So this is a story of an 18-year boy who dropped out from the school and left his house with just 2 rupees in order to realize or fulfill his dream. It was the passionate dream he was driven by. He wanted to elevate the status of an art form he had learned from his great gurus. He decided to dedicate his life for the enrichment of the art form. So what was his dream actually? To enrich the art form that he has learned from his gurus. The lad left his house for Madras, now called Chennai, about 400 kilometers away from his place. So this student, or this boy we can say, he left his house and he went to Madras, that is 400 kilometers away from his house. The place where he started was a village about 50 kilometers away from Vijayawada in Krishna district. He walked all the way. On his long way, he fed himself on plantains and water. So on his way, the only things that he consumed was plants and water. Finding the condition of the lad, a station master at Venkatachalam offered him a full meal. "Where are you going, dear?" the station master asked. So the station master who provided him full meal started inquiring, "Where are you going?" No reply came. The lad looked at the endless sky, so he did not reply it. The lad was Vempati Chinna Satyam. So his name was Vempati Chinna Satyam, who later came to be known as Dr. Vempati Chinna Satyam. Later on, a title of doctor was added in his name. And the place where he started from was Kuchipudi, and the art form he was passionate about was Kuchipudi. So the art form for which he was very passionate, to which he wanted to enrich, was none other than Kuchipudi. The dance form originated in the village of Kuchipudi. Okay, for a long time the art was performed at temples. So this dance form was really originated from a small village whose name was Kuchipudi itself. It becomes meaningless if we really don't know certain facts about it, right? So let us try to learn about that. For a long time the art was performed at temples at the time of annual festivals and in streets on the demand of the people. So it was not having any good reputation or fame, we can say. It was only performed in temples and sometimes on streets when demanded by the people. Initially it was a male oriented dance form. Even female roles were played by men. What a surprise! Great gurus like Vedantam Lakshmi Narayana, Chinta Krishna Murthy enriched and transformed it and welcomed women to play different roles. So earlier only males used to perform this dance. Even the female characters were also performed by men only. But later on, some of the famous gurus introduced and welcomed women to different roles in this. They produced many dance dramas and choreographed several solo items. Thus the transformation of dance was complete. It was different from the days when men played the female roles. Now women play even male roles. So now it is completely opposite, because in the earlier times, in the earlier days, men used to play the female roles, but nowadays even females are playing the male roles. Yet it was not much popular and it was not recognized on par with other classical dances till 1958. So till the year 1958, it was not considered so important. Satyam was too big in his aspiration and too small in his achievement. So his dreams were very big and he was very back in his achievements. He faced many hardships in his childhood. He had a strong desire to learn Kuchipudi. So he was having a very strong desire. In spite of that, he was humiliated by a teacher in his village. The teacher said, "Don't attempt to learn Kuchipudi again. You are unfit for it." He made this comment in the presence of his friends. Some ridiculed him, but some others sympathized with him. and then his father died. He had to feed 4 sisters and mother. Beyond this, Satyam was interested in nothing but his favorite art form with some rudimentary knowledge of it that is hardly of any use to a person with a lofty desire. So even at some age he got discouraged by his teacher. Even the teacher, he said that you are really unfit for this thing, so don't go for it. Some of his friends criticized him, some of his friends laughed on him, but on the other hand some consoled him. After that, his father expired and the responsibility of feeding the 4 sisters and mother came on his little shoulders. Tadepalli Peraya Shastri and Vedantam Lakshmi Narayana Shastri taught him the difficult aspects of Kuchipudi style and inspired him. Satyam developed a genuine and ardent interest towards the art form. He sometimes sold his meal tickets to watch dance programs in Chennai. He only wanted to liberate Kuchipudi from the clutches of insignificance and oblivion. So he started learning about the dance in detail. There were 2 famous gurus who really helped him out by teaching or training him in difficult steps of Kuchipudi. So Satyam developed genuine interest in this form. He sometimes used to sell the tickets of his meal in order to watch the programs or the dance competitions, we can say, that was related to Kuchipudi. With encouragement from his cousin Vempati Pedda Satyam, Vempati Chinna Satyam tried his luck in Telugu film world. Can the Telugu film lovers forget the dance sequences in Narthanashala, Devadasu and Pandava Vanavasam? Even now the film admirers became nostalgic when they recollect those sequences. Thus Dr. Vempati has carved a niche in Telugu films as well as a dance director. So one of his cousins, whose name was Vempati Pedda Satyam, he encouraged Vempati Chinna Satyam to enter the field of Telugu film world, and he got very successful over there. He gave many famous movies even where he performed very well, and many people recollect the memories just by listening to the name of the movies. Okay, so he became a dance director even. Dr. Vempati was not satisfied with his success in the tinsel world. His desire to popularize Kuchipudi grew stronger. He established Kuchipudi Art Academy for this purpose in 1963 in Madras. So on entering the Telugu film industry even, he was not at all satisfied. He really wanted the success in the Kuchipudi world. So he started an academy of Kuchipudi art in the year 1963 in Madras. As many as 180 solo items and 15 dance dramas were composed and choreographed by Dr. Vempati. Those have been performed all over the world. He composed his first dance drama Sri Krishna Parijatam, followed by Shira Sagara Madanam. Both were received well by the audience all around the world and brought laurels to Vempati. Some of the masterpieces like Padmavati Srinivasa Kalyanam, composed by Dr. Vempati, are the symbols of depth of his knowledge and mastery over Kuchipudi. So he has trained or given, we can say, many dance dramas and the more than 180 solo items. So he is a very great personality. For all that he has done to the development and emergence of Kuchipudi to a full-fledged dance form, Dr. Vempati was rightly conferred the much coveted Padma Bhushan title by the government of India. So he was given the Padma Bhushan title, award, we can say. Andhra University awarded him an honorary doctorate in 1980. Sri Venkateshwara University, Tirupati, honored him with an honorary degree, D.Lit, in 1983. Dr. Satyam was presented with the Golden Key by the Mayor of Miami, USA, Stephen P. Clark, in the year 1981. See his achievements. He got many awards. He got a lot of appreciations all over the world even. He was chosen for the Sangeet Natak Academy Fellowship, and the Raja Lakshmi Foundation Madras presented the Raja Lakshmi Award. These are only a few to mention. There are so many feathers in his cap. In the year 1976, the TTD made Satyam the Asthana Natyacharya. So, there are very few achievements of this person. Actually, if we continue, there are a lot more. He was born to Venkatachalamaya and Varalakshmi on 15th of October 1929. He led an illustrious life of 83 years and he breathed his last on 29 July 2012. So he was born on 15th of October 1929 and he left the world in the year 2012 on 29th of July. He was survived by his wife Swarajya Lakshmi, 2 sons and 3 daughters. So his family consists of his lovely wife, 2 sons and 3 daughters. All the Telugu speakers identify themselves with Kuchipudi. The rest of the world looks at Kuchipudi and Dr. Vempati's stupendous work with reverent eyes. Kuchipudi has established itself on par with other classical dance forms of India like Bharatanatyam, Kathak and Kathakali. Countless people worked for Kuchipudi, but Dr. Vempati remains the source of inspiration to such people, and he remains at the center stage of Kuchipudi's search as a classical dance form in modern India. Hence, he can rightly be called Maestro with a mission. So many people, not only Vempati Chinna Satyam, but many others also gave their best, tried their best to bring Kuchipudi at the highest stages. But he was the first person to inspire others. And he was successful in his dream even. That is what the reason we can call him as a maestro with a mission. So that was a very beautiful lesson in which the importance of Kuchipudi and the aim of a great person, that is Vempati Chinna Satyam, has been portrayed very beautifully. So I hope you all have understood the lesson. Let us stop it here itself and we will continue in our next class. Thank you.